Good evening. It is 11:31. It just turned that time. I'm Teddy and you are listening to Night Talk. It's going to be a quick live. Shout out to the moderators. I see you both. I think let's see. Yes, I do. And those of you who are joining me tonight. Uh Wanted to come live and just say a few things for Saturday night. I have been quite busy today, as you might imagine, and I hope that all of you are well. I do. And because, again, of the lateness of the hour, I am not going to prolong my broadcast. Not planning to go more than 30 minutes, maybe even shorter than that. So, before I start any music or anything right now, just want to say this maybe in a different way. Um, Tonight, it's not about what was said, it's about what was not said. Because while there's a lot of commentary being circulated, a lot of marching orders being handed out, and a lot of people being encouraged to read selectively, one thing remained conspicuously absent: any acknowledgement, I'm going to call it tardiness, any acknowledgement or actually no acknowledgement of noncompliance, no acknowledgement of missed court order deadline, and that silence matters. The court issued a clear order. It set a date certain. That date came and went. What followed was not compliance. What followed was not, I don't even know if you call that a request for more time. It was not a narrowly tailored motion filed before the deadline. That's what I can say about the request for more time. The motion itself all came after the deadline. What followed was D for delay and then D for deflection. Instead of addressing the obvious procedural issue, the focus shifted outward. Third parties commentary, conflicts that are not before the court. None of that matters. And none of that answers the only question that actually matters right now: the name, the legal name of the defendant identified, and a postal address. Why wasn't that order followed? Courts don't operate on narratives, they operate on filings, they operate on deadlines, they operate on compliance. And when a party responds everywhere except where the record lives, that absent becomes meaningful. I'm not here to respond to what her followers are saying. I'm not here to debate interpretations or emotions. And I'm not here to fill in the gaps for anyone. The docket speaks for itself. There is an order, there is a deadline, and there is no compliance. Everything else is commentary layered on top of that fact. Anonymity doesn't excuse obligation. Third parties don't substitute for accountability. And volume doesn't cure noncompliance either. What's being avoided tonight isn't subtle, it's procedural, and it's right there in the public record. So I'm going to do what I've done consistently. I'm not speculating, I'm not dramatizing, and I'm not answering distractions. I'm documenting what exists and what does not. And right now, what does not exist is compliance with a court order. That's not my opinion, that's the docket. And everything else will happen where it belongs. Yeah. So let me come out. No music in the in between just yet. And let me also say, I think I have time to, if I can pull it up, that would be count three. Let's see if I can at least get it up in the background. Because it's late, let's. Okay, just throw this up. This would have been a good time to play music. All right, so I have it up in the background. Let me come out and just say hello quickly. It's 11:40. Let's see who's joining me out there in the bear cave. I see, is that Buzzball? Mimi Twin, hey. Tonight, late night, huh? On a Saturday. Junebug, Angie Green, of course, Vicky Black and Baby Juju. My moderators, good evening. And I know it's late, so thank you. Email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Okay. I have not looked at um, YouTube today. I can honestly say that. Just, oh, except what, comes up on my phone. I've been out a lot. Let's see. It's not me, LaDonna, except again, very early this morning, I should say. I received emails And yeah, so I was aware that things are being said. Yeah, but I just. All right. So let me see if I can at least get to. Let's read some of this. Here we go. Let's see, where is my fireplace? Let's put that up since it's late. And I will pull it over so I can see it. Hang on. No, you know what? This is important. So this is count three, false reports and fraudulent claims. Yeah, why not? Let's go through this. Between October 2022 and September 2024, defendant Daniel Robertson, also known as Danny Montana, filed multiple false reports against the plaintiff, Sabrina Evans, with law enforcement agencies, regulatory boards, and governmental organizations. These fraudulent claims were submitted to entities such as Michigan Medical Board, Northville Police Department, and Crime Stoppers. The defendant's actions were calculated to disrupt the plaintiff's personal life, career, and professional standing. Facts supporting the claim. Fraudulent wellness checks. October 3rd, 2022. The report number. The defendant impersonated a relative of the plaintiff and initiated a fraudulent wellness check. When I say yes, falsely alleging mental health concerns. Exhibit N. Responding officers recorded police body cam footage of the plaintiff at her residence, capturing her in a bathrobe. Exhibit O. The defendant obtained this footage through a Freedom of Information Act or FOIA request, extracted private images, and published them without consent on her YouTube channel and websites messydanny.com and ican't.com. June 13th, 2023, the defendant impersonated a relative of the plaintiff and initiated a second fraudulent wellness check, falsely alleging mental health concerns. Exhibit P. June 15th, another report. The defendant falsely impersonated a neighbor to file a fraudulent report alleging animal cruelty and abuse against the plaintiff. As you noted, these dates, so these were 2 days apart here, June 13th, June 15th. Impersonated a neighbor to file a fraudulent report alleging animal cruelty and abuse against the plaintiff. This malicious act led to an unwarranted wellness check by police at the plaintiff's home. The false claims constitute defamation, harassment, and invasion of privacy. causing emotional distress and unfairly labeling the plaintiff as abusive. Exhibit O. Similar false reports were made, leading to law enforcement interventions at the homes of the plaintiff's family members, causing distress and embarrassment. The defendant published police body cam footage on public platforms to humiliate and defame the plaintiff. Despite repeated removals by YouTube for privacy violations, the defendant persistently re uploaded the video footage and photos of the plaintiff in her bathrobe. Exhibit R. Fraudulent regulatory complaints. On or about September 12th, 2023, the defendant submitted a complaint to the Michigan Medical Board falsely alleging professional misconduct by the plaintiff without evidence. Exhibit S. The defendant solicits mass support for bogus malpractice claims filed against plaintiff and encourages others to file similar complaints. Exhibit T. On April 16th, 2024, the Bureau of Professional Licensing informed the plaintiff that no violation of the Public Health Code could be substantiated and the matter was closed. Exhibit U. Additional information. On April 22nd, 2024, following the Medical Licensing Board decision on April 16th, 2024, to close the case against plaintiff Sabrina Evans, the PPO petitioner filed a new complaint with the Medical Licensing Board. Let me take some Gatorade here. Hang on. This action appears to have been in retaliation for the board's closure of the initial claim and the court's denial of the PPO petitioner's request for a personal protection order against the plaintiff. Exhibit V. The defendant, Daniel Robertson, was notified of this second complaint by the PPO petitioner and subsequently posted about it on her platform, revealing their coordinated efforts. Their actions demonstrate a joint attempt to revoke the plaintiff's physician assistant's license and harm her professional reputation. The defendant's public reaction, including expressions of anger over the board's and the court's decision, further support evidence of a conspiracy between the defendant and the PPO petitioner to retaliate against the plaintiff. Exhibit W. Following the medical board's decision to close the initial claim, the defendant, enraged by the outcome, escalated her efforts by filing additional unfounded complaints against the plaintiff with the Michigan Medical Board. There have been a total of 10 fraudulent reports filed to the Michigan Medical Board against me. These claims filed on June 11th and September 2024, were similarly baseless and aimed at revoking the plaintiff's medical license, despite the board finding no merit in the defendant's earlier claims. She persisted in her campaign to damage the plaintiff's professional standing. Exhibit X. These complaints jeopardize the plaintiff's medical license and professional standing, causing reputational harm and financial strain. Exploitation of false reports. The defendant monetized the outcomes of her fraudulent claims by publicizing them on social media platforms, including YouTube and her personal websites. Posts and videos featuring these reports were used to further defame the plaintiff and generate attention and income for the defendant at the plaintiff's expense. Relief requested injunction, a court order barring the defendant from filing additional false reports or disseminating the outcome of prior reports. Damages. Compensatory damages for emotional distress, reputational harm, and professional losses. Punitive damages to deter the defendant from engaging in similar misconduct in the future. Attorney's fees and costs, reimbursement for all legal expenses incurred by the plaintiff in addressing the defendant's actions, additional relief, any other relief the court deems necessary to address the harm caused by the defendant. Okay, and it's late. We won't get into count 4 tonight. So it's almost midnight. And I have been out in this cold weather today, although I'm feeling fine. Yeah. Mhm. As I mentioned before last night, this case is more than copyright infringement. And while that's part of it, as I go through this, I think you'll get a better understanding and a picture of what has occurred. And as I also mentioned, I could have put much more in this complaint now that I realize what is at stake, and that unless I am given leave to amend the complaint and or new um, things, information comes in subsequent to this filing, then this is what the complaint is. I should also say that I have filed um, a motion for leave um, to supplement my complaint since new information has occurred since my filing. Okay. That was ECF 119, I believe. And the defendant responded by filing ECF 120 on December the 10th. Okay. And then filed an emergency motion to stay disclosure of her identity, legal identity, and postal address after the deadline had passed, 3 days after. The deadline was December 15th, when that information was ordered to be written and submitted to the court. Instead, in another motion for emergency stay was filed. Okay. Let me look at the chat and I apologize in advance if this was if I raced through it a little bit, you know, without maybe someone's questions being answered. That's the apology. You know, if I don't get to your questions tonight, I will, if you email me at my address, I will try to get a response to you. All right, hang on. Well, thank you. You're doing great. All right, all right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's it is. Uh, it can be um, frustrating, even not just to myself, but frustrating to the court and as well. You know, there's been a lot going on, and that has happened. And we've seen how the um, magistrate and the district judge now has, you know, ruled, has stricken filings on both sides, has, you know, ordered sanctions because of citations. And this judge, by now, you know, where this case stands, to uh, further delay this process. Um, and I'm sure is having some impact. Yeah. If it has impact by just merely delaying the process, because this information is necessary. Information is necessary for this case to move forward in an orderly manner. And um, this is not what is going on here. This is my opinion. Yeah. Because what it creates, I know it's almost midnight, what it creates, continues to create, is additional, you know, pages and pages and pages of, you know, documents filed. For every motion, there is a response to a motion so far. I have not responded to this recent motion. It was docketed on Friday. There are 2 days in the, you know, work week for the court next week. My understanding, just Monday and Tuesday. If I file something, even on Monday, the judge or magistrate judge, given the time frame, is probably not going to, may not even, you know, see it, except that they, you know, see that something has come in. But what I mean by see it thoroughly, you know, vet it, read it, and let alone the 88 pages that, you know, came in on Friday by the defendant. And some of it is redundant and has been heard by the court. I'll just leave it at that. I will delay my response to it in writing, but I'll tell you that much. Okay? All right. Yeah, it can be stressful. Yeah. We are coming up on, on Tuesday will be the anniversary of filing this, uh, you know, lawsuit against defendant Daniel Robertson and at L, the rest. All right. Let's take a quick look. Oh. All right. I will respond, um, to any email messages. Okay. Okay. So I said I would, wrap this up at midnight, and I appreciate all of you who are here tonight. I plan to come back uh, tomorrow, and maybe I can come back in the morning. Maybe mid morning. I do have things I need to get done tomorrow. Time is winding up and approaching. Yes, the new year is approaching quickly. And yeah, I said, apologize already for questions I can't get to. Yeah. We'll just throw up comments real quick, real quick. Just bear with me one more moment. Let's see. What would be appropriate? And yes, I'll just throw up. There you are. Thank you for coming this late. Yes. Siri. Okay. All right. That will lead us to this always. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way out. Email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com and join me sometime tomorrow. I will read your comments tomorrow if I can get to them, and I will read your emails tonight, and I will respond to them tonight. All right. So if you get them in within the next, by 12:30, I will get a response to you. Okay. Acknowledge you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
Oh, she's fun, well, she's fun, unapologetic and wild. Oh, she's loud in bed or nuts, always crazy about guys. 사람들은 모두 그녀를 몰라, and that is fine, she doesn't mind. Get to know her, babe, then you can hate. Her dress is tight, fits just right. She's so fierce with her style. She talks that talk and walks that walk in her high heels with pride. 손가락질 받는 게 익숙한 girl, 예쁜 여자, 쉬운 여자. Get to know her, babe, 깜짝 놀랄걸. that is all 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 참 어려워 Samantha Samantha She's got a sweet sweet heart after all She's got a sweet sweet heart after all 급사랑에 푹 빠져버린 것 같아 Hang on, honey, there's more. I love you, but I love me more. Oh, that's what she said once. Oh, she's wrong. Whiskey는 어디로 튈지 몰라. 사랑하는 그녀가 모습만 봐, and that's fine. She doesn't mind. Get to know her, babe. Then you can can't help it but fall in love. The moment she makes you help it but fall in love. The moment she makes you help it but fall in love. The moment she makes you help it but fall in love. The moment she makes you shine. Samantha, Samantha, 내가 정말 원하는 건 Samantha, Samantha, just to be loved, loved, loved. That is all. 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑한다고 말하긴 참 어려워 Samantha, Samantha She's got a sweet, sweet heart after all Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love Can't help it but fall in love 눈물을 맞아 사랑스러워 사실은 다시 다칠까봐 두려워 사랑이라면 다친데도 괜찮아